Dog will start to end. Oh my gosh, am I live? Hello, hello. This is, I'm a little distracted. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's mute. I do not have an intro. This is my first time coming on here. I want to make this not have an intro. This is my, hold up. Okay, everything's all wacky. Again, it's my first time. I've done a couple of live streams on my other channel. Okay. So I just got me over here. Hold on. Do you see I got that Ricky shot in your back, Ricky?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is. I never really seen it. I just know some people was in it, right? Um, it's a classic, a hood classic. Sorry, I'm just adjusting all my brightness. Sorry if you hear my dog in the back. He's chewing on some bones.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you. Slides. No, I don't have a slide. I will share my screen. I don't know. Do we want to start with rap? I think we should. No, 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 no. Let's start with this news piece I wanted to watch. It's really, really short. So let's watch this real quick. This is titled Black Lives Matter content removed from AP African American Studies course. I wonder why. Let's find out.
Anthony, the original work was 79 pages. Now, the contents in the revised version is more than 200 pages. I went over it with a diversity training expert, and while some contents were added, others were left out. Early January, the Florida Department of Education denied the AP African American Studies course. The Office of Articulation told the College Board the contents of the course didn't follow Florida law and, quote, significantly lacks educational value.
And we want to do history. That's what our standards for Black history are. It's just cut and dried history.
The FDOE had a problem with these 6 topics: intersectionality and activism, Black feminist literary thought, and movements for Black lives. They say one of the topics featured critical race theory and a self avowed Marxist writer. Now, in the revised curriculum, those topics were left out.
And I think those are conversations that must be had.
Dr. Tammy Hodo is a diversity training expert in Jacksonville. She says the new coursework leaves out current events in history.
I say that the ones that are left out that were in the 79-page document, I understand that they're condensed in the new one, but they need to be more in depth, because they're the relevant ones. They're the ones that are taking place now. And we need to also include contemporary issues.
While some topics were
Oh, that was a lot. Let me freeze right there. Okay. That was intense. That was a lot. Okay. So the main thing that stuck out to me, where's Michael? Hi. The main thing that stuck out to me was what they say. It wasn't there was no educational value. And then also it wasn't saying anything that was like relevant for today. So that's the shit that I just be like ranting about. Look, I see one of these books called Racial Healing. That's so funny. Yeah, so do you have anything to say about that?
Uh, well, not really.
Okay. Well, I have a few more things to say. Like that's like everything that I talk about, like just stuck in the past stuff and no one compares anything to today. And how are you going to focus on today and the future when you're always just learning about the past? Do you understand? It's like I honestly feel like then it becomes nonfiction, no, fiction at that point. Because yes, it happened in the past, but they're just analyzing stuff that happened in the past and not figuring stuff out to apply it today. Like punishment and inequality. Do you understand? Like I have some books kind of like this. What is it? The traumatic slave something. My grandmother. Like this is all past stuff. Past. I want to see a book that's like, what can we do today? How can we change the mindset? I'm not seeing nothing like that at all. You feel me? So it's like our people really keep themselves oppressed, and this Black History Month is it's the first day, and I'm like, I already need a beer. I need a beer here. I'm gonna press play. That was a lot. I can do this all day. Okay, let me share the screen. Back to the Black Lives Matter content. Okay.
Removed and condensed. Others were added. The new topics include Black women and movements in the 20th century and overlapping dimensions of Black life. After denying the College Board the first time, the Florida Department of Education said it will reconsider the contents of the revised course. Now, I did reach out to the Florida Department of Education about the course, and I asked them specifically if the revised curriculum is up to standards with Florida law. I've yet to get a response. We're live in downtown Jacksonville. I'm Tristan Hardy, First Coast News, on your side.
Tristan.
We are also going to eliminate all DEI and
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's about. Let me click on to the next thing. That was, oh wow. Right here. I'm actually terrified. This was posted by Nickelodeon. So I have very strong feelings on companies pretending to be woke and pretending that they care. Again, I already see some old ass shit. I see old, I'm scared. And then Beyonce's on the cover. Let me just share this screen. This is pretty sickening. Scotty is here. Hello, Scotty.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Kindly keep yourself muted for right now. I'm about to get into the next video. Where is it? This is Black History Month. Oh my God. Don't make me throw up. Okay. Look at this. This says Martin Luther King and Beyonce on the cover. And this is Nickelodeon posted this. Black History, it's yours. Black History Month rap anthem. I'm scared. I'm gonna like puke, but I don't know. We can watch like maybe 15 seconds of it because I don't have time for copyright strikes. I'm sorry, I couldn't even get past like 2 seconds. Why does it sound like some slave shit? I'm sorry. Already it's starting off with some slave shit, and this kid looks like he's lost. It's like indoctrinating, brainwashing shit from the first 3 seconds. That's just my little side note.
Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black History, say it's yours. Black History, it's yours. Black History, yes, it's yours. And we say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African fighting to get it equal.
I'm sorry. This is bad. I would never let my child watch this. And my child is fully black like me. I would not let my child watch this. Are you serious? I don't know about y'all, but this is pretty bad.
Black history, the story of the people. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. It's yours. Only 28 days in the month of February. It's just the kickoff. We don't stop till every textbook and every class give up the glory. The true and living facts of his and her story. People want to know why we still celebrate it. Road been rocky and we made it. We elated. Our survivors, strivers, fighters, singers. Get us dropping names like we have butterfingers. Rosa, King, X-Truth, the greatness. Ali, Fred Douglass. These are the basics. But how about Bessie Coleman, the fly aviatrix?
Okay, why? I always say why, why? Why? I'm just trying to understand why. It's like they study this. It's really uncanny to me. They study the exact same set of niggas every single year. You learn about the same lies told by the same set of niggas. I feel like there's more than like 10, 15, 20 niggas to learn about. I'm sure there's some black people that invented some shit last year that might be beneficial in the future. Like I don't understand. Because it's like once you go further along into the years, it's like it's not that it doesn't matter. I guess I'm trying to say it's like you're skipping past shit in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. So niggas haven't done shit. We go from an airplane person to from in Frederick Douglass straight to Beyonce. Like, am I the only one that sees something extremely wrong with this? Like, this is. Does anyone have anything to input before I continue? Actually, I'm gonna change it. But does anyone have anything else?
No.
All right, Michael, I'm gonna kick you off. You can't be all boring.
I mean, I definitely see what you're trying to say. Like, it kind of, the way that you just put it, kind of makes it kind of makes us look stupid a little bit, because like you said, there is people that's creating shit right now like I see it all the time. I mean, I follow pages that all about the black inventions and shit like that. But yeah, I feel like it is a little bit repetitive, and in school it really did feel like it was just like, here y'all go, y'all get 1 month, you feel me? Like it doesn't really feel something as significant as it should be, or as they're making it out to be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like, why from first grade to 10th grade? I don't know about college. I was pregnant. I wasn't really fucking with college. I was like trying to get through my pregnancy. But why for that many years you got to learn about the same ass set of niggas, the same ass. Okay, Martin Luther King was born this year. His house was on fire. And like he's from Atlanta. There was a march. That's all you fucking learn.
Yeah.
How does that fucking help our people? It doesn't. Not one bit. And like all I did was type in Black History Month. The first things that I see is stuff in black and white. Again, past. It's 2023. Don't we have like 6K now? I'm just saying. I think I see what Jackie Robinson. I see like old stuff. There's more people in this world than this. And then we see I can't say this word. I hate Martin Luther King. Like, I honestly feel like he led our people down a path to hell, and we're honestly paying for it. And this is the shit I'd be ranting about. I honestly feel like because of segregation, it helped our people nest more. oh, we lost Scotty. And help our people nest more in the white male's patriarchy. Meaning, because of segregation, now we don't have anything. There's no banks. We use the white banks. There's no, baseball league. We use their baseball league. We use their NFL, their NBA. You feel me? And that's a whole nother topic. The NBA and NFL is the slave trade. I can't even watch an NBA game because it's like you're cheering for some slaves. They're literally slaves because the owners are making millions and billions and trillions of dollars. But they're like, here, LeBron James, here's a few pennies that we made off of you. That's a whole nother topic. Let me write that down. I am going to talk about the NBA and NFL. I can't even spell. That's so many letters. Oh, God, this is, happy Black History Month, guys. I do want to get into this video. Kids Explain Black History Month 5 years ago. I am scared for my mind.
Hello. Black History Month is a commemoration, vocab word, for Black activists, another vocab word, in who.
Wait, freeze. Why does this kid keep on saying, never mind. No.
Took their time out to go fight for what they feel is right. Like Martin Luther King had a speech that violence is not the answer and no segregation. We celebrate Black people that helped us change.
Wait. Okay, yeah. So that is one thing they teach you. Like Martin Luther King was like, violence is not the answer, but isn't it ironic how like the leaders today, which are the rappers, they only promote violence? It's like it's skewed, it's flipped. It's ever since we ended segregation, now all of our leaders are athletes, musicians, and actors. That's it. What else are they? I mean, my idol was Steve Jobs. Like I'm using a MacBook Pro and an iPhone 13 Pro Max right now. So you feel me? So like this is bad. That's why I'm like I have a lot to talk about. I want to come on here every day because there's just so much shit to talk about.
Change history.
It reminds us to be strong, even in politics.
Oi. What matters is what's inside of you and how you act to other people.
Doesn't matter if you're Black, if you're white, just always celebrate it because you know the struggles Black leaders went through in order for you to be here right now.
Okay, so you see, I'm seeing they're talking to sixth graders, right? You do know, I saw this one video, it's very long. Like a Black male decides who he's going to be, like after, it was either 4th or 6th grade. Do you understand? Like, I need to see them interview some high schoolers because you have to understand, elementary, middle school, you're still dressing like whatever your parents say you need to wear. You don't really have a mind for yourself. So yes, they're learning this stuff, but unfortunately, the chances are this exact kid might grow up to become a driller, killer, stealer, drug dealer. Ooh, all right. Do you understand? And it's like we all learn the same set of shit, especially if you went to public school. Even my son, he goes to private school and he's still learning the shit that, they learn in public school, but it's like a different approach. So living in America, we're all learning the exact same shit. We're learning the same shit. And it's just we all pick different paths. And it's, oh God. This is a lot.
Even though we may have the different skin color, we're still the same type of people, no matter what.
And a lot of people they don't see me for who I am. They see my outside appearance, but they don't see what I have on the inside.
It's very hard to grow up knowing that you're black and you have a lot of personal prejudice against you.
Okay, so this is very sad and a little traumatizing because it's like you're already ingraining in them that they're different. I understand, like, yes, we see that we're different, but it's like you're teaching them at a young age, people don't like you. No one likes you. And that's actually not true. That's not true at all. So it's like, imagine just growing up and you have this in your head, oh, people don't like me. We're sad. We're oppressed. People in the past, 60s, March. And it's really just something that just keeps you oppressed. Like, it's sad. Like those last two kids looked very, very sad. They looked sad. Like, oh my God. Do you understand? Like, another thing that Black people do is they act like they're the only ones that are oppressed or the darkest ones in the world. You know, like, and North Indians don't like Southern Indians because, you know, the Southern Indians are typically darker. And like dark, medium skin, and light comes in just about every race. So everyone gets picked on for being too pale. People get picked on for being too dark. People get picked on, even just being in all shades get picked on. And it's like, you can't use that to hinder you. You can't use that to be like, oh, I'm not going to get this job because of my skin tone, so I'm not even going to apply. So it's like you're ingraining in them to not even apply. And it's like, whew. I don't teach my son none of this at all. I teach him, you can be whatever the fuck you want. You want to invent something, go fucking do it. I'll put the money up. Go do it. What are you trying to do? He's been animating. Go animate. Go spend 3 hours go learning how to animate. Like, you can be whatever you want.
I see it on the TV and then I'm like, is that going to happen to my brother? Is that going to happen to my dad? I always have that in the back of my mind every time that
I know I'm pausing every few seconds, but when she's saying this, I presume she's talking about like maybe police brutality or like getting shot or news shit. But it's like, do I need to pull up a music video? Like the other side of the news? That's what rap music videos are. It's like the other side of the news. It's like on the news, it shows, oh, this person died, sad, planning a funeral. But then when you watch the rap music videos, I'm going to kill this person. We're going to put him on a t-shirt. Like, it's in the Black community, it's just a never ending cycle. It's just never ending contradictions. It's just never ending. It's just one big ass contradiction. And that's what Leaving Blackistan is about. Like, realizing that there's a contradiction and just being like, I don't want to be a part of this contradiction. And these poor children. Oh my God, I can only imagine.
I'm home and they're not home.
Black history is important to me because I have to remember where I came from and I have to remember who came before me.
Because you have to look at the things that Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and
same 3 niggas. The same 3 niggas. And it's funny because Rosa Parks, she's set tripping. Fuck Rosa Parks. You do know, like, what is her name? It's not Rosa Parks, but there's this girl. She was the one that really did the I'm going to sit in the back of the bus shit, not Rosa Parks, who did it first. But they didn't want to put her name on it because she had a child out of wedlock and she was young. So they just got the next best thing. Actually, basically, Rosa Parks is an industry plant. And this is out of all these people, I actually fuck with Malcolm X the most, even though he was misled and killed by the people who he was fucking with, by his own set.
Malcolm X did for us black people, so people can't treat us unfairly because they think some type of relief.
Because we are all people, and you need to stand up for our rights.
So yes, this sixth grader, she is saying we need to stand up for our rights. But tell me why no one ever stands up for the rights. If you look at Black Lives Matter protest, they're just standing up for the rights of black male criminals. That's it. That's it. Breonna Taylor, she was like a freebie. Any other time, if you see protest, it's for a black male criminal. Like, there's so it's this is bad. I'm saying this is what's showcased the most. Because yes, like even when we wear our curly hair to work, like yes, we have some laws passed on that, but no one's marching for curly hair, right? No, who has had a march over curly hair? Please send me one. If there's one, I will eat this mouse. I will eat this mouse. Okay.
There's still discrimination. There's still discrimination in all parts of the world, in all parts of the United States. We should still fight for what we believe in. We should still fight for getting what's right.
Okay, yeah, I just feel like they're just regurgitating just different things that they've heard. I have no further comment. Yeah, this is a great way to kick off Black History Month. Yeah, let's just learn about the same shit over and over and over again. What is Black History Month? So if I'm not from America, I'm trying to look at this as an outsider. If I'm not from America and I just type in Black History Month, this is the stuff I'm seeing. But then if I go on a rap music video or watch some slapstick comedy, like some sketch comedy, weird shit, it's the complete opposite. Like even right now, we see a man in a wig, of course. But then they want to say they're emasculated. Okay. No one forced you to put on a wig or a dress. Morgan Freeman, I don't know what he's talking about 13 years ago. I'm scared. I don't know. See, 60 Minutes. It's funny when I imagine how some of these people feel. Oh, I might watch this because it's 56 seconds. It's like, I honestly feel like a lot of people like sit back and laugh because it's like, oh my God, the niggas still think they're oppressed. Like, this is good. This is good. Let's take all the jobs. They think they're oppressed. Even like voter suppression, they're like, they're not able to vote because they don't know about stuff. You have an encyclopedia in your back pocket. You have a calculator. You have Google on your iPhone in your back pocket. Because even the brokest nigga that I know stayed with an iPhone, okay? You're choosing to be ignorant and not know shit. And it's a lot of people are sick of it. And this is just the beginning. I can't wait to teach people like how to get out of this. Black people who changed the world. Apparently Prince is on here. Okay, so it's musicians. See, this is misleading. It looks like they're just naming musicians. Because I see Beyonce, John Legend, Aretha Franklin, will.i.am, Jay-Z. I think I saw Kanye on there. I mean, destroying Black history. What is up with what's up with Morgan Freeman? I'm gonna have to watch that. Look, it's Black History Month all month. Oh, we lost Michael. Oh, it's just me. Hi. Good. No offense, Michael. I love you. Um, bruh, these songs. Stop with the songs. Not everyone supports Black History, but why? Ooh, 10 years ago, PBS.
And finally tonight, a different take on February as Black History Month. It was in 1925 that the second week of the second month was designated as Negro History Week. That because it contains the birthdays of two prominent figures, abolitionist Frederick Douglass and former President Abraham Lincoln. In 1976,
Did he just call Abraham Lincoln a Negro abolitionist? So is he calling him a Negro or a Negro abolitionist? There's a Paul Mooney joke. It's so funny. He said, for they put Abraham Lincoln on the penny and faced him the other way because he wasn't worth a goddamn. like what? I need to do some more research on Abraham Lincoln, but I do know for a fact there's a lot of slaves that did not want to be freed. Because it's like, imagine if you're a slave, like your family was slaves, right? And then you're all of a sudden free. You don't know how to go buy a house. You don't know how to do nothing. You just know whatever trade and skill you had. Imagine only knowing just a couple of skills. And then you step off the plantation. I hope this my connection is good. Why I'm on my personal hotspot? I better not be. So it's like step off the plantation. My connection is unstable. Oh my god, this is spooky. Yeah, it's and actually you see that a lot of people still want to be slaves. For example, like my aunt, she said, I asked her why she never did anything with her life. And she told me she wants to be a slave. She doesn't mind getting paid $7 an hour, $8 an hour. She will complain every paycheck over that shit, every hour she works over it. But she doesn't want any responsibility. She doesn't want any extra work. She wants the bare minimum. Okay, so you're going to get paid the forced bare minimum because it's so funny. Oh my God. I have another thing I want to talk about. Minimum wage. I always talk about, I'm just giving a bunch of different topics and then I can go in on them in another episode, but like minimum wage or even getting paid less than like $30 an hour, less than $40 an hour with this inflation, that's equivalent to like slave wages to me. Because eggs are like $10, $11, $12. Sorry, let me stay on topic.
President Gerald Ford expanded the week to a full month and gave it its present name. But even within the Black community, not everyone backs the idea of a dedicated month, as Hari Srinivasan recently learned.
In his new documentary, filmmaker Shukri Tillman sets out on a cross-country trek to find out whether the existence of a Black History Month.
Like, you see this person? Do you understand? Like, he's spitting. Hold on.
Separate.
He's spitting some real ass shit. Excuse me. He's spitting some real ass shit, but you see everyone's just walking past him like, ignore this nigga. We don't know this nigga. We want to be slaves. We want to be oppressed. We don't partake in this. And the thing is, he's the one looking like an outsider, just like I'm sure I'm the one looking like an outsider with my title, Black History Month keeps you oppressed. Here's why. I feel like we should end Black History Month, but the damage is actually done. People have been indoctrinated so much because this little kid will be like, Mommy, what about Martin Luther King? Like that's the first person you know, that's the only person you know. Brainwashing.
It from American history and whether its original purpose is still relevant today. His documentary highlights the evolution of the month as well as its impact on education, history, identity.
I'm just over here. Okay, so we see some, I guess they were African dancers. It's like one thing I need to. Sorry, I'm taking a note. Which country is your family from? Which country in Africa? I'm gonna ask some Black people. So which country do you claim? I feel like niggas, they just pick any country they want. Most pick Egypt because wait, is Egypt what country? Oh my god, I'm retarded. I've not studied Africa stuff in a long time because like I live in America. Let me learn down to the county I live in. I like to study like Georgia history and like Atlanta history and like USA history. But like, yeah, this is oof. I'm at a loss for words a lot because I'm actually censoring myself because I wish I could say what I want. But this is what you're getting for right now until I make a Patreon or my own server, my own website, TED Talks in person, because this is, I can't even say the words I want to.
And commercialism. More Than a Month is part of a slate of documentaries about African American history airing on Independent Lens across PBS stations throughout February. We recently sat down with some of the filmmakers and subjects and asked them about the relevance of the Heritage Month.
I used to love Black History Month. I mean, I thought Black History Month was really cool. Round about the time that I was an adult and I started to hear the same people be brought up during Black History Month, I started to get a little kind of like, is this all we're going to do? Is this going to happen every year? And then in 2005, I believe it was, I saw Morgan Freeman on 60 Minutes.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
All of a sudden, I'm not alone.
In the 1960s, Dr. Angela Davis was one of the leaders of the Black Power movement.
I think it is important to show a film like this during Black History Month.
She's featured in the documentary The Black Power Mixtape, which aired last week on PBS and features never-before-seen footage of Davis and others. One of the most visible and radical leaders of her time, she believes it is important to reflect on what the struggle for Black liberation has meant to the entire history of America.
I think that the struggle for freedom as Black people and their allies have waged it from the era of slavery to the present is a struggle for freedom that affects every person in this country and that has global implications as well. So I would like to think of Black History Month not so much as the history of Black people, but rather when we reflect on the struggle for freedom.
I'm trying to understand what the struggle for freedom means, because are we not free? Are we free or not? This is what I'm talking about. The Black community talks out both sides of their neck. Are we free? Is we free or not? That's going to be a question. Are we free? Are we free? The main question should be, are you free? Because I'm free. I'm free as fuck. Bitches is free, okay? I sleep like a baby at night. I can do whatever I want. I am free. I'm very free. And it's like, when you talk to some niggas, they sound like they're still on a plantation. And another reason why I'm starting this channel is because I want to help you understand that you sound like you're on a fucking plantation still. It is, fake watch, 2023. Why are you sounding like you have like a yes boss mentality stuck on a fucking plantation? I don't understand. I'm completely sober right now. I'm gonna have like some cider before I come on here next time, or 2 ciders, Atlanta cider, urban cider. Those are my 2 favorite. Atlanta be producing some good ass cider. Whew. Go up to a Black person in Black History Month and say, nigga, is you free? Say, is you free? Is you a slave or is you free, nigga? What? This is coming on month 2023, February.
Everything about who I am comes from growing up in Brooklyn and comes from my parents. They laid the foundation.
Hip-hop artist Talib Kweli narrates the film The Black Power Mixtape and is opposed to Black history being relegated to a single month.
I'm personally not a fan of Black History Month. Black History Month is a way to help people to at least try to deal with it for a month. I'm down for thinking of African history or Black history.
Deal with it? Deal with what? See, that's why I'm like, I have follow-up questions. What are we dealing with? What is to be dealt with? What are we dealing with? What, like, I don't understand. Is he advocating for 12 months of Black History Month? If he is, what's the point? How is that going to help our people? That's the main question. How is it going to help niggas today? How? So.
History as part of a world history as opposed to it just being a month set aside for it. I think that marginalizes it a bit.
I understand. So he wants it to be like taught like world history, I guess, instead of like 1 month in America. But the sad thing is, a lot of our people don't realize. So when I mentioned the African, like what country is you from? People don't realize the American Black person is new. Our breed of people was just created in the last however many hundreds of years, right? Our shit's new. We're not like the Chinese. We don't have dynasties. We're not like Russians. We haven't been here. We haven't been out here. Even when the first Africans came, even I don't know. This needs to be a question that needs to be debated. Like, if two African people came from Africa, they have a child in America. That child is now American. Is that child African American or are they pure African? Do you know what I mean? And then once you start mixing the races and creating more Black people in America, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's almost like our people are hurt. There's a lot of trauma there. Our people are still hurt for the fact that we didn't ask to be here. Even me, I'm Creole. My family's from New Orleans. We're all light skinned. And it's like, even me just thinking about the shit, it's like my race was created. Like I was created. It's almost like on some like Frankenstein's monster shit. Like, what? Just so I understand the trauma. Me of all people really understand the trauma because it's like, but this is.
Filmmaker Sharon LaCruz is the director of the documentary Daisy Bates, First Lady of Little Rock, which aired at the beginning of the month. Her film recounts the life of the civil rights activist Daisy Bates, who defended the rights of 9 Black students to attend the all-white Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas.
So that tells me right there, this woman. See, this is why segregation. I feel like segregation ended too soon. Am I saying this right? Yeah, it ended too soon because that's 1960s. We stepped off the plantation, I think 80 years prior to the official segregation movement. 80 years for people that are like, we're still oppressed, on top of, you know, niggas not wanting to take care of the children. That's been a thing. Like, did you know, like, there was a law put into place that niggas had to marry each other? Because after they were off the plantation, they did not want Black women at all. So now you're forcing niggas to be with Black women that they don't want to be with. What? That's another thing I advocate for. Date who the fuck you want to date. Stop forcing it to just be, our situation is different. We're not like the Asians. our people can't stick together. There's no building. Nothing's ever going to be built. This video is probably going to be up 800 years from now. It's going to be the same unless something major changes. But yeah, this is.
LaCruz sees the potential in the audience her film can gain by having a February broadcast.
Oh, I meant to say, the reason why I said segregation ended too early, because I feel now you don't have a school. You want those kids to go to a white school where they're going to get picked on. They're not going to be accepted, because you have to understand those white kids are taught niggas are dangerous, niggas are bad, all this shit. And the thing is, I really need to look at like the crime rates and all that stuff, because if assuming niggas were just like how they were now, I don't blame them. When you think about the drillers and the rap people, I would be scared too. Okay, actually, I am scared. Like, there's no schools, there's no banks, there's nothing. You just want to be a part of other people's stuff. Okay, look, my computer's going to die. Sadness. I do have to go. I did not plan on being here too long. Let me see. I got 10%. I'm scared. I didn't even get to the other stuff I wanted to talk about. Okay, on next week's episode, not next week's, what the hell? On tomorrow's episode, I am going to talk about how Beyonce, of all people, right? King shit. What is she called? Goddess King? I don't know. Brown skin girl. She's the most pro-black person ever, but she's the one that brainwashed us to want hood niggas and thugs. I'm going to analyze this Soldier video and the lyrics. And like some other Beyonce songs, like, you told us to go get a thug and a hood nigga. You told us to be a single lady. You told us to put his stuff outside to the left. You told us that. What? Now the men, the red pill manosphere, that's a whole other thing. The manosphere, the red pill dudes, they're still expecting us to be like we live in the old country, like we have goats. You need to stay home. You need to be a virgin. I saw something earlier on the red pill today. If you're over 23, you're old. It was 27. It was 26. Now it's 23. If you're a woman in America and you're over 23, you're a modern woman. You're damaged goods. Don't nobody want you, and it's not fucking true. This is like red pill manosphere talking points. Like, there's women that get married at like 60. Find someone. Every decade. So stop saying. It's the thing is they want to live like they live in the old country, like they got some goats and some sheep and that shit. But it's weird. But then they also want the woman to work. So do you want me to be the woman or the man? Am I a woman or a man? Do you want to rest in your femininity, or do you want me to rest in mine? Like, we're not going 50-50. Do you feel me? Like, I have so much to talk about. Thank you for whoever's listening. I see one person's here because the other person's me. Bye. Oh no, now I'm hungry. Oh my God. Oh, this is, hold on. Let's see. I got 6%. Let's see what else let's see what we can push through. Hold on.
During Black History Month, there is a huge focus on African American stories. And so it kind of gives the film a lot more publicity and access, and it can enter into a lot of different areas.
While most filmmakers would be grateful for the national exposure, the airing of More Than a Month in February puts filmmaker Shakri Tillman in a difficult situation.
Your film is airing during Black History Month.
Yes.
As you predicted in the film.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah, exactly.
how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn, to be honest. On one side, I feel like I understand. I mean, it's a film about Black History Month. It proposes to sort of do something more or do something different about Black History Month. So when you're going to air it in July, so it's sort of, but at the same time, isn't the point to air it in July? So I'm torn. I'm torn. I understand that viewers may come February 16th in most markets. And I hope they do, but I hope that it re-airs sometime, not in February.
In July.
In July.
For now, the documentary More Than a Month will air tonight on PBS's Independent Lens.
Join Hari for a social screening of More Than a Month. That means watching with him, the filmmaker, and others online at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Find
Okay, it's been real. My computer's probably going slow as fuck. I'm gonna plug it in next time because I want to talk for hours. I can talk for hours. But yes, please enjoy your night. Please stop thinking you're oppressed. Stop. I can't wait to have like other niggas on here so we can like, I don't want to say debate. I just want to help you realize like what's the word I'm looking for? Just realize this is not, it's not the way to go. Just crying oppression. I saw a lot of oppression in the videos we analyzed tonight. I will come on here tomorrow. Follow me anywhere, everywhere. Goth Baddie, Twitter, Miss G Baddie. You might see some cool stuff you like. Who knows? All right. Bye.